distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. On the behalf of the Boğaziçi University, the Center of Innovation and Competition Development Studies, I would like to welcome you all to the 3rd Annual Conference of Center of Innovation, New Directions in Innovation.
Globalization and the rise of new technologies have changed the growth and the competition paradigm. In today's globalized landscape and challenging economic environment, innovation-based competitiveness is perceived as one of the most powerful ways to drive business growth.
At this point, I would like to take the opportunity to highlight two issues. Turkey's performance in science, technology, and innovation in the last decade, and global competitiveness and innovation indices. Turkey has recently been engaged in a significant science, technology, and innovation policy with the vision to contribute to new knowledge and develop innovative technologies to improve the quality of life.
Turkish Export Assembly was founded in 1993 and celebrates an 20th year. We represent 6 regional and sectorial export associations acting under 13 secretaries' offices.
During the dominance of Microsoft, and there was a journalist, and he asked Bill Gates, which competition do you fear the most? Is it Sun Microsystems or is it Oracle? And what he answered was, yeah, 2 guys inventing a way in a garage somewhere. So he exactly knew that the power of innovation can be very disruptive. So, and the key message here is, it's not about how big a company is, it's about, according to Darwin, it's not the strongest that survives, it's not the most intelligent, it's the one that is the most adaptable to change. So,
when it comes to innovation management, you have a process on one side and you have the people on the other side who drives this innovation process. So it doesn't mean that you only manage technology to be used in future products. It's much more than that. You need to manage a variety of elements as they are listed here.
Probably like almost every startup is based or should be based on an innovative idea. In our case, the product and the process seems to be all innovative. And the more innovative it is, unfortunately, a shareholder as well, the costlier it gets. Innovation, unfortunately, costs a lot of money, and the longer the innovation period, or we call it incubation period, gets.
Now, research is just the R, the research. It's not the D, it's not the development. But of course, our mission is to come up with the inventions that eventually change the world, that change the IBM Corporation.
Innovation is not an only invention. The second one, innovation is not only R&D. The third one, innovation is not only related with product and technology. There are many other innovation types.
Hot topic with very lively presenters. We want our panel to be both informative and interactive. Informative in the sense that we have the heads of 2 significant business angel networks with us, one from the States, one from Europe. And we wanted them to share with us their best practices, their strategies, what works, what doesn't work.
What we're finding out as angel investors is that often we're not able to invest in those ideas as they're coming out of the university, because as angel investors, we're looking to invest in entrepreneurs and people who can take those ideas and turn them into growing companies.
Business angels only invest within their own region. Incorrect. They look for the best teams and ideas no matter where they come from.
So we can have the best cook in the world, and if we just have water and rice, I believe it will not do miracles. This is the same thing. We can have all the ingredients in the world, and you put me doing cooking, and the result will be the same.
If our product doesn't sell in the market, it may mean that we are good inventor, but that's all. If you want to become the successful, create a success story in the market, our innovation is this, by the way, the cats. We are giving our panels with the participation of cats. So this is our innovation. So,
business angels can give you know-how, mentorship, and also networking. And I think this is one of the best places in Turkey that Boğaziçi University has networking, mentorship, and know-how.
Social innovations are new ideas, institutions, or ways of working that meet social needs more effectively than existing approaches.
The sector is actually is growing, and this is very promising. Social entrepreneurs are much more recognized today in Turkey and in the world. There are more sources we can benefit from. But the journey was difficult. It is still very difficult because we are registered as a company. Even though we are serving the community and community's needs, we don't have access to any incentives. So and we have to pay the taxes the same amount as a profit-making company. So this gives us a hard time.
So what are the areas that we work within? This is a kind of a list that it embraces, but just to actually getting aligned with today's agenda, the last project we did in Bursa was actually trying to create a business angel network for Bursa, City of Bursa, working with the Chamber of Commerce and Bursa Eskişehir Bilecik Development Agency.
Really guiding for us. He says the significant problems we face today cannot be solved at the same level of thinking we were when we created them, which means to me is we need a new paradigms to solve existing very old age problems or new problems in a new way.
If you look at our financial support for the last 4 years since 2010, you may realize that innovation was a prior topic. Knowledge-based economic development, innovation, eco-innovation were our some support programs.
What we get in return from our incubation center, as you know, surrounded by innovative ideas and companies, differentiation and cost optimization, and help local alternatives to global vendors grow.
Standard asset pricing theory in our field tells us there is a homogeneous investor. Homogeneous meaning all the investors are the same. But in Turkey, we have foreign investor coming from England, Luxembourg, USA, Japan, and we have the local investor, Turkish investor as well. Their behavior is not the same.
It is one of the biggest sectors which does R&D, 90 billion euros per year for R&D, and global turnover of automotive sector is about 2 trillion euros. So if it were a country, it would have been the 6th biggest economy in the world. So it's a very important sector.
So decision mind is a mind which is working with data and with assumptions, with hypotheses. And they come to a solution which everybody or all around the world could reach these solutions because there are no borders for the information. What is different is, of course, creativity.
I really would like to thank you for still being with us, and we really appreciate for your interest and patience. Hope to see you, all of you, in our future conferences. And one thing for sure, my next destination will be Bilbao after the video. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.